What's going on, guys? Chris here with Nerd Crossroads. Today we're going to be talking about how to boost your Instagram followers. No BS, no scams, no tricks, legit ways you can do it without spending any money. It's completely free. The reason I'm doing this video today is because last night, Sunday night, I officially hit 2,000 followers on Instagram. Could not be more psyched. Thank you guys so much. So today I'm going to be going through how I did it and some things that I used. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so like I said, I can't thank you enough for 2,000 followers. I understand some people might be thinking, that's not a lot, but that's just what I have hit so far, and I definitely plan to go further than that. And you can use these tricks whether you've got 2 followers or whether you've got 10,000 followers, and it will work. Again, I cannot stress enough, this is no BS, no tricks, no scams. I know a lot of these videos tell you to go spend money here, go spend money there. This is completely free. So my first tip to you guys, and I know you've probably heard this everywhere. I know I've heard it off of Gary Vee, and I think Casey Neistat even said it. Be interactive. So what you have to do is go in, like people's things, comment on people's things, and don't just feed them some irrelevant comment saying, oh, nice. You have to be a little more personal than that. If a photo is something of a landscape or a architecture photo, comment on it, be specific. That personal interaction may cause that person to go ahead, click on your profile, and if they like what they see, then they'll follow you. Which takes me to my next point. You've got to be posting good content and somewhat consistent content. With Instagram, it doesn't necessarily have to be as consistent as YouTube, but it does have to be close. You can't go a month in between each photo or each post, because then when people are scrolling through their followers, they're gonna realize they haven't heard from you and they may unfollow you. Which, I kind of jumped the gun there onto my next topic of commenting and liking. Like I said, make those comments personal. Like things that are in your topic. Don't just like random photos unless you are trying to pull those people to your topic or your niche or whatever it's called. But definitely you want to be specific. You want to narrow down on similar accounts or similar hashtags with your similar interest in mind. I'm saying similar a lot. Also, ignore my handwriting. I know it's junky, but it's okay. That leads into my next topic of find channels and hashtags that have to do with what your Instagram is based around. So for me, for instance, mostly at the time of starting this and what my Instagram is based around is Funko Pops. So that is majority of what I post in that page. So in order to get my followers, I went to other pages with Funko Pop things or hashtags with Funko Pop things. And it constantly, not only does it give you more followers, it can also give you ideas and inspirations. So you definitely want to narrow down when you first get up and going or when you first start doing this, and go ahead and find those similar channels and those similar hashtags to your specific topic. So here's the big one. What I've done, the biggest thing that I've done to boost my following in the past, I want to say 6 months, to 2,000 followers. And mind you, I didn't even do this consistently. It actually took significant breaks in between, which I shouldn't have, and I could probably be a lot higher if I didn't do that. But my big thing, and I don't know if this is what it's called or not, I call it farming followers, and I know that sounds bad, but it's really not if you do it in the right way. So what I do is, after I found those channels and those hashtags with those specific topics that are relevant to mine, I go ahead and I go through some of those people that are posting, liking, commenting, or even some of these pages' followers, and I go ahead and try to follow them, because I know that they're gonna be interested in the content that I'm posting. That's the biggest thing. You can have 1 million followers, but it is not gonna mean anything if they don't like what you're posting. So what you wanna do is you wanna go in, you wanna follow them, and not only necessarily follow them, but if they follow you back and start liking their content, start liking your content, I encourage you to go click on their profile and maybe like some things that you saw that they posted that you may like. This is my first time doing a how-to like this, so I'm forgetting to write things down, so I'm just trying to catch up here. So if you see me say a couple things and all of a sudden a couple things appear on the board behind me, it's because I forgot to write them. So earlier I had said that farming followers sounds bad, but not if you do it right. And here's what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is not unfollowing people that end up following you. For me, this is a community. This is not just me trying to be the next huge Instagrammer or anything like that. To me, it's a community. If you're supporting me, I'm gonna support you. Therefore, in following all those people, all of them are not gonna follow you back. For me, my retention rate is about 40 to 50%, which is pretty good in hindsight, because you can follow, I think, 160 people at one time. So if you take half of that, that's 80 people, that's 80 followers that you could possibly get from the people in one thing that you just followed. Now, I understand with just the Instagram app, it is hard to find out who follows you and who doesn't based on who you follow, if I'm saying that correctly. But I'm gonna let you guys know an app that I use, again, completely free, no tricks, no BS, that you can use to analyze your Instagram channel better. And I understand some of you may already have an app like that, but I'm just gonna let you know the app that I've found that works for me. I've used 5 or 6 of them now, so this is the one that I've found that works best for me. No glitches, nothing like that. So before I go into this, I do want to let you guys know this video is not sponsored or endorsed in any way. I'm just trying to give you the tips that I use and that I've found out in boosting these channels. So the app I use, if you haven't already seen it behind me, is Followers Plus. I will link the iTunes or the Apple version down below. I'm not completely sure how to get the Android link, or even if it's for Android, but there is apps for Android that will do the same thing. I would just check the reviews. So in Followers Plus, it allows you to not only track who is not following you back or who you're not following back, but it gives you insights as to your most popular post, people who like your things, deleted likes, deleted comments, users who may have blocked you, which I've encountered only a couple times. How I use this app is basically, once I go through and I follow my people, I will give it time for some of those to follow me back, and then you can go in this app and click on users that are not following you back. I'm not sure exactly how it's worded in the app, and you can go ahead and unfollow them because you're following them and they're not following you. And if you're not interested in what they're posting, if they're posting anything at all, you can go ahead and unfollow those users. Another great thing that this app does is it shows you users that have unfollowed you. I've encountered that quite a bit from people farming followers, what I call it, in the wrong way. So they just want to get a big following but only be following 15 people. So that to me, if you're doing this route in growing your channel, that's not right. So that's all I've got for you guys today. Like I said, the link to that app, at least the Apple version, is down below. There may be an Android version, I'm not 100% sure. And if you would like to check my Instagram to see that I do have 2,000 followers, and actually my thank you post on Instagram to show that I did hit them last night. I say last night because I do plan on posting this video actually today. I'm gonna edit it a little bit later if I have time. But the link to all my social medias are down below, including my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for Nerd Crossroads, as well as my Instagram for photography, which that Instagram I do not use this method for. I just tried to somewhat naturally grow them just based on what I was posting. Just because that Instagram is just for fun for me, somewhere for me to place my photos so that other people can see them, strictly that, without spamming my personal account. But the links to all those are down below, so go ahead, go down, be the 2,000 and whatever follower. If you would like, go ahead down, click those, click follow, like, to see all my latest stuff, any tips I have, any new pops, new releases. If you are a Funko Pop fan, I try to post those as soon as I find out. Try to stay on top of that. I'm really bad about it. Also, if you like this video, please go down and like and subscribe. If you like this kind of video that I did, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. I'm gonna start trying to boost that interaction as well. I might actually try to use this room and this whiteboard a little more, and before anybody says you're following so-and-so or you're copying so-and-so, then I will say I did get this idea from Casey Neistat where he has his boards where he holds up. I already had this in the house. I thought it would be a great thing to use for my how-to videos and maybe even some tutorials, because I could write the high points of the products and the low points, pros and cons. So like I said, if you like this content, please go ahead down below, like and subscribe. I'm gonna stop pointing because I never know if I get them right. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna try to be posting a little more frequently now than I used to be. I know I took a week off. Just had a lot going on last week. Actually, I have a lot going on this week. So I'm gonna try to stay consistent though for you guys, because it has boosted my subscribers a little bit. Again, thank you guys so much for all these new subscribers. Welcome, and I hope these tips can help you. Thanks for watching, guys.